Because I don't give a damn about none of the shit.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to the BoyGirlPodcast, episode 30. We have a special guest through Zoom. Bitch is not here. What are bitches doing? What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah, where you at? Why you couldn't be here live and in person?
You know, in Wonderland or Narnia, either one. And I'm here for a few days and I'll be back home.
Looks nice over there in Wonderland. I said it looks nice over there in Wonderland. It looks cool over there. It's a cool little setup. Anyways, how you guys doing? How you doing?
Me?
Yeah, you.
My week?
Just how you doing in general?
I'm doing really, really good. I'm doing better than I could have been doing this week.
Can you speak up into the mic, please?
Can you guys hear me better now?
Yeah.
I had a very
or
eventful
just move
week.
it back.
Move it back like this?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you guys hear me better now?
Yeah.
I had a very eventful week, but I think I'm doing better now. I'm just me. I'm happy. I think I'm going to where I want to get going, and I really don't let other stuff kind of get in the way of what I got going on. So that's just me and my mood. How are you doing this week, Frankie?
I was having not a bad week, just like your eventful week. It wasn't bad. There's a lot of events going on, drunk bitches and people and murderers and robbers and baby dadders and I don't know. There's a lot of things, kidnappings, and then I started having a better week. Evictions. Started having a better week, and shit. Then today felt like a bad day all over again. I had a bad morning, then I had a halfway decent afternoon, and it was getting good, and then y'all called me like, hey, we should record even though Raquel's not here. Let's figure it out. So then I'm like, no. I told you no. Then somebody.
And I said, okay.
No,
yeah, you did say okay. But I'm not done talking about my week. I'm not done talking about my week. I'm not done talking about my week.
Her, and then I was like,
talking over each other. Let one person talk. You go.
Done talking. That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, Frankie has so much important shit to say.
And then Shorty called me like we should record. Well, she been told me we can't record without you. But then I was like, she wanted to record through Zoom, So then I had to do all of that. And then as I was trying to do that, I just kept getting more eventful things happening that kept blowing me. So overall, I had a horrible day. I had a bad day since I woke up. I even told you earlier I was having a bad day. So the fact that anybody could come into my space and make my day worse is kind of fucked up.
It is kind of fucked up. And you want to know what's fucked up about me? I'm the fucked up person because I'm the drunk friend that's going to come like, hey, y'all, I'm drunk. You want to have fun? Even though you're having a worse day because none of your fucked up events have anything to do
with me. But first of all, a lot of my fucked up event has to do with fucked up people. And then second of all, it wasn't a drunk friend that came being like, hey, let's have fun. I know you're having a bad day, but I'm here to lift your spirits. It wasn't like a fun. It was annoying, doing too much, touching shit, fucking shit up, not stop talking, have to explain the same thing over and over to the same drunk. It was that kind of drunk. It wasn't like a go happy spirit kind of drunk. It was like, what the fuck is this bitch on kind of drunk. So, I don't know.
Anyways, Raquel, did you see what they said to the DaBaby at his concert when he said that no one should come sucking dick in the fucking parking lot and having HIV? Did you think that was wrong?
Do I think that was wrong? Yes. To be honest with you, here's my thing. Rappers can say anything they want in songs. They can say anything degrading about bitches. They can say all types of, preposterous things. And then a nigga says, don't have HIV and don't suck dick in the parking lot. And now it's a problem. What's the problem with that? He's speaking his mind. This is a free world, right?
Time and place. I think it was like really, really, really uncalled for because who's sucking dick in the parking lot? Who has HIV? And it's my 3 last weeks live. I did not come to see you. It was just really uncalled for. It's like It's like if you fucked a
Bitch,
nigga.
you agree with it the whole time.
I don't think it's wrong. I just think it wasn't the right place for it.
So don't try to come disagree
I
now
don't
because
think
you've
the
been agreeing with it
backlash
all week.
Is what's
Motherfuckers be
required
fake.
of it. I'm not fake. I don't think
Motherfuckers
he
talking shit
deserved,
all about the gays all
I
week.
don't think he
Be fake all the time.
mad for a week later. If I was there in the moment, I probably would have been like, damn, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? But 3 days later, would I still care? No. I don't think it's worth all of that, but I also don't think it was a time and place in the delivery for it. Because what do you mean you're going to die in 3 weeks from HIV? Please, you're hurting me. I'm gay. I like dick. I can get HIV really, really easy. Are you talking to me? That's how I would feel in the audience. And I think that's how a lot of people feel.
That's not what you said. When I tried explaining it to you, you said I was crazy and I know what I was talking about.
It's crazy when people act like that. I'm gay. I like men. So what you said is directly disrespectful to me. That's not true. It's directly to people who have HIV. And not everybody has. It's uncommon as fuck. Bitch, if you got it, you're rare. That's not like a common disease at all. I'm not going to change my mind from that. And I don't even think what he said is worth being canceled because there's people who say worse things or do worse things. Even to what Lil Nas X, even though it's empowering a certain kind of people, it's making another kind of people feel disempowered, feeling less than, feeling not accepted, you know? You don't think there's people who look at Lil Nas X dancing his music video with dicks?
Who feels disempowered? First of all,
disempowered by seeing men bounce around with their dicks in a jail cell. There's lots of people who feel disempowering. The people who like men, the people who like women, the people who feel like they're heterosexual.
What are you talking about?
How do they feel disempowered?
It's because
how do they feel disempowered?
One person.
They feel disempowered by that.
Any other times
when they watch a video where they feel like I allow my children to watch this, I allow my kids to watch this.
What the fuck are you
don't
talking
think
about?
they feel disempowered?
You have to allow them to watch. He put out a song talking about riding dick, and that was his first popping song. You know that song was about riding dick, right?
Okay. What I got? Okay, listen. What I'm saying though is, DaBaby wasn't empowering anybody.
No, he wasn't. Okay. What he did was wrong.
He wasn't empowering anybody. He was degrading a certain group of people. Okay, we get that. You talking about Lil Nas X? He's empowering a certain group of people. He's not degrading anybody else. So just because. So what about the rappers who are talking about fucking bitches? Are they? Can I finish talking?
Yes.
The niggas who are talking about fucking bitches, are they degrading gay people? No. So how is a gay man talking about being gay? How is he degrading straight people? That doesn't make any sense at all.
He's not.
He's portraying what he likes and what he enjoys the same way everybody else does. Because it's different from what you like doesn't mean he's degrading you.
He's not degrading me. He's not doing anything towards me. But as a heterosexual person, when I have a heterosexual, who I assume, I don't know what he's going to be when he grows up, but who I
You don't have to show your kid anything.
I don't have to show him anything.
So do you think a gay couple should feel the same way when a rapper is talking about fucking bitches? So they be like, oh no, my son's going to be gay because we're gay. So fuck, I can't let him hear people talking about
I'm not gonna
loving
lie to
women.
You. I'm one of them bitches, bitch. I like dick. What's up? I like what I like. Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like what I like is an example of what my children should show. So if I feel comfortable liking men because
you feel like your son
he doesn't
like
have
dick?
to like men because I like men, but he should also feel comfortable liking men if he likes men, if that makes sense.
So what is Lil Nas X doing to stop that?
He's not. I didn't say he was doing anything.
You said he was degrading people, and
I
people
said what DaBaby was doing was degrading people by having those outstanding statements.
You just said Lil Nas X was also degrading people by having niggas bouncing dick in his jail cell.
I think it's offensive to people, but it's not degrading in
Who is it offensive to?
Offensive to people who are heterosexual, because people who are heterosexual have a higher standard of what.
Who's offending who?
Lil Nas X was doing anything
intentional.
Can't let her
finish her question. She didn't even ask a question.
Okay, ask your question. I'm sorry.
Who's insulting? You said insulting or whatever. What you just insulting?
I don't think anybody is insulting anyone, but I think what Lil Nas X is doing is taken as offensive because no one else has done it before, if that makes sense. So as much as women can get in the front of a video camera with other naked women and dance and gyrate and show their body parts, men don't do that and haven't done that. So when he does that, it seems very, very, very offensive. And it's
why does it seem offensive though? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Because it's gay.
So being gay is offensive.
It's not offensive to me, but it's offensive to a lot of people.
It's offensive to be gay. Offensive.
To a lot of people, that's
offensive. Like you know what offensive means, right?
Yes, to make someone feel hurt, to make someone feel taken back, to make someone take.
Why would you feel hurt about that? Why would you feel hurt about somebody else?
Yeah, another person.
I'm not someone who feels that way.
So were y'all offended when Nicki was talking about getting her pussy ate by other bitches? Did y'all get offended?
I don't like how you both are trying to gang up on me right now.
I'm asking you a question, nigga.
But how I feel is I'm not offended by it. But do I see why other people are? Yes. Do I see why other people feel like this is something brand new to us? Because even other people who are gay don't get in front of their
You know how that makes no sense? So if I go outside right now and be like, man, you know I love trees, and start kissing the tree, should everybody who watches a video of me kissing the tree be like, oh, I'm so offended. He kissed that fucking tree. No.
It's not Lil Nas X people feel offended. I'm not saying he's doing anything wrong. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying.
You make me sound like I support right now, and I don't like that.
I'm making you sound like that?
Yeah, because you got me defending this nigga, but
you don't have to defend him because he's not doing anything wrong. He's being himself.
And that's not the word.
He's giving his music through the message he wants to do, but the way he's doing it is in a way that has never been seen before. So a lot of people are going to be offended.
I think it has been seen before.
Why would they be offended though?
Seen YK Osiris before?
Okay, YK Osiris isn't as flamboyant as Lil Nas X.
YK Osiris was in the shower with. I'm not laughing at with you. Raquel, look at me and smile. YK Osiris was in the shower with water dripping on his face, singing as a 13-year-old boy.
Hey,
was nobody offended by that?
What I really think it is a lot of people who condone and super masculine that word, and they want what a man to look like a certain way, and that's why I think it. I personally, the shit that Lil Nas X do, naked niggas and all, still isn't gay to me. It doesn't make me personally feel any kind of way, but I see I can make other people feel some kind of way, and I think that as a person who comes into catering to little kids and elementary kids, that they feel like you're pushing a certain kind of message upon them. And when people are putting a heterosexual message upon children, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, I understand. I feel the same way. I think the nigga is being pushed to do all these things. While I also think about the baby situation, I think one, you're using Lil Nas X to push a little faggot shit like Boozy said. Not faggot shit, please. But faggot shit. And then you seen the video of Boozy saying that, Raquel? He was saying, like, basically Lil Nas X is like, you know, they're using him to push gay stuff on our kids, they're forcing all these rappers to be gay. And then I also think the baby situation, I think that shit was fake. I think they were using him as like as an example. Like, I think the gay community is so strong and they run hip hop so damn hard. They're using him as an example. Like, you can be the biggest artist in the world. You could be DaBaby, the hottest, biggest artist right now. And if you talk about we will tear you down. And I think he's an example. So now all the other rappers are going to look like, damn, look what happened to even DaBaby can get brought down. And we're never going to talk about the gays.
I don't even think he's losing no money. I think he has a damage deposit or cancel something. Like, they had to pay something to book him for all them dates. He's not just not taking no money for all them dates. I don't think that's true. And I think it's very crazy for him to have a song addressing all of the allegations, everything you're going through right now, weeks after. That wasn't no music video you thought of in a couple of days. That was a well thought out music video.
I don't know.
How many people like canceled his shows in like iHeartRadio, Lollapalooza, whatever?
You got to think also the biggest like consumers of concerts and shows are white people. How many niggas was like, oh, I'm not going to go fuck with DaBaby because he said, what he say? He said, raise your phones up if you don't got HIV or AIDS. Raise your phone up if you ain't sucking dick.
That wasn't even the bad part.
What's the bad part? Because I know a lot of niggas who's not doing none of that. So I know a lot of niggas who ain't canceling no video shows or nothing over that. It's a lot of black people who are ignorant to the other facts of what he said.
Okay, so what I was saying is, one, I think it's fake. I think he was just used as an example. Like, they're trying to push this gay stuff on our kids. So if rappers are backlashing against the gay stuff, they don't want them to use their influence with that. So what they're doing is any rapper who talks bad about the gays is going to use that example. So they use DaBaby as an example. If you're the biggest artist in the world, you talk about the gays, you will still get canceled. So that's why I think they did that. So I feel like all the other rappers will never talk about the gays ever again. Even when Boozy was trying to do it, they took his Instagram page away again. And also, I don't even think the bad part was about DaBaby, what he said. I think it was the fact that, because I think if he would have said what he said, right, and then boom, because he's apologized twice already. But before that, he wasn't apologizing. He was doubling down on what he said. And I think the first time, before he doubled down, like, I don't give a fuck, blah, 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 and he made it worse. He said something crazy foul after that. I think if he, right then and there, if he would have been like, damn, my bad, y'all, I was drunk as fuck on stage trying to get the crowd hype. I wasn't even thinking about that. But now that I hear what y'all saying, that does make sense. You're right. What I said was wrong as fuck. I didn't even think what I said was wrong. But now that I'm listening to y'all, I can realize, I can see how that was wrong. And I think if he would do that right then and there, nobody would have gave a fuck about this no more.
He didn't apologize. That was his people that apologized. He had nothing in his heart that was apologetic at all.
He wasn't apologetic at first, but then he apologized.
But he's not apologetic at all. He did not
apologize 3 times, nigga.
He didn't apologize. He said, I said what I said, and y'all feel how you feel.
He apologized
basically
3 times on Twitter.
That's how I took all of his apologies.
What'd you say?
He's apologizing because he's getting canceled. That's the only reason why. If he wasn't getting canceled,
obviously. But I'm saying, okay, so I was watching
to him and said, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to write this and this. Somebody wrote that for him. His PR, whatever, wrote that for him and put it out. He did not write that. He doesn't care. He did not apologize. That was his people that apologized, his management. That's it.
You're right. That's true. But what I'm saying is, I was watching the podcast and they made a great point. And what I got from it was, okay, for example, right, nigga, when he said what he said, right, even if you don't mean nobody means their apology. We get that point. But nigga, you got money to make.
Oh, either. People are telling him what to do. I guarantee you, like, he didn't even write the words himself. Like that.
I know. What I'm saying is, though, right, he apologized later on. But at first, he didn't apologize. He doubled down. And I feel like right then and there, instead of doubling down, you should apologize, even if you don't mean it, because, nigga, you have money to make. It's kind of like, why would you double down on something like that? It's kind of like if you sell drugs and the police come up to you and say, nigga, you selling drugs? You're not going to be like, yeah, nigga, I sell drugs. I don't give a fuck. I say what I said. I do what I do. You're going to lie and be like, nah, bitch, I ain't selling drugs because you trying to secure the bag. You trying to make sure you don't go to jail. You got to get your drugs out. I feel like it's the same way. Like, they came to you crazy. You should have apologized for doubling down. Even if you don't mean your apology. Be like, say what you got to say to keep making your money. Keep doing your shows. That's what I feel like. Why would you try to be so cool? Like, no, I said what I said. I meant that shit. Fuck the gays. Nigga, you're losing money. Nigga, just fake it.
I think
like anybody else. Nobody's apology is real.
I think there's a big enough community of people who would support him for saying what he said and
not as big as where he is now.
Not as big as who's going to
who
pay
wants
for
to
him.
downgrade.
I don't think he understood that.
It doesn't have to do with people. People are not booking him. There's companies and stuff like that that's booking him. He needs to apologize to them. You see how many places he can get blacklisted and not get played on the radio anymore. You know what I mean? That just like Tory or like 6ix9ine, like that can happen. It doesn't matter how many people support you. You have to be like XXX, you know.
Man, what you're saying is nobody. It don't matter how many people support you, nigga. People will forget about you tomorrow if you're not being pushed in their face. If you're not longer have the machine behind DaBaby that you do, he can be independent all he wants to do. It's not
you
gonna.
Don't think he'll be as big as he is without nobody else pushing him? You
no,
don't
that's
think
not
he
even
have the
possible.
same music videos and
that's
everything
not even
else
possible.
That nobody else
Especially if
him?
they're going against you, it's literally impossible. Name one person who's done it. It's not possible. It's not possible. He's not that raw. He's cool as fuck. He's raw as hell, but he's not that raw.
Who's raw? Who's cooler than him?
Nigga, 6ix9ine had bigger songs than him. And
was he cooler than him? He was rapping better, having better music videos.
That doesn't matter. You will forget about DaBaby and you will forget about DaBaby in 6 months if he's not pushing your face every day. You're not gonna think like, damn, what happened to DaBaby? It just keeps going. You might have a thought for.
Listen. Are you going to research him yourself with no promotion, no nothing being in your face? Are you going to go up and search DaBaby and search, oh, he got a new album coming out without even knowing? You have to go search it up yourself. Are you going to do that?
Me personally, no.
Nigga, a lot of people are gonna forget. Nigga, we're in 2021, nigga. This new artist is popping up every other fucking day, every second.
As raw as him, though.
Yes,
I
they
feel
just
like
don't have
his
the
skill of
push.
rawness-
It's a label. It's not
Who?
him.
You think it's a label?
Are you crazy?
$1 billion Baby is somebody else besides him. That's an extra person.
What are you talking
You
about?
don't think he's pushing himself and he's putting money behind himself to get to where he's at?
So you think DaBaby's where he's at without? So you think DaBaby could have been where he? Listen, you think DaBaby could have been where he's at right now without whatever major label he's signed to? Honestly,
no.
the nigga's doing songs
But
with
I
fucking
don't
white pop
I
stars
don't
and
think those
Mexican
major
pop stars.
labels are pushing him. I think he's
You don't think they're
himself.
pushing him?
No.
What are you
I
talking
think a
about
little
right now?
bit, but not
A little
as
bit,
yeah, a
nigga.
little
I
bit.
think at first it was a little bit, but then when they realized how much money they're making off that man, I think whatever label he's at, he's their number one priority.
You think so?
The number one, wherever label he's at, right?
Okay.
What label is this nigga signed to? Whatever label
Universal,
he's at
right
now. Who the fuck is on Universal? Chris Brown? Chris Brown's Chris Brown. They don't have to do shit with Chris Brown no more. So who's on Universal that needs to be pushed if it's not DaBaby?
All I was saying,
And especially if he signs to Universal, what are you talking about right now?
all I was saying is I think he's doing what he has to do. Those are a lot of labels to be signed to.
Oh no, he's being pushed.
Interscope.
What a label company does. That's
I
what
think Interscope is a subdivision off Universal, but at the end of the day, it's all the same shit. And if he signed, whatever, I know he signed to a label, number one. Number two, whatever label he signed to, he's the number one priority there. I don't give a fuck who else is there.
But being the number one priority doesn't mean anything. That means you're untalented, and the draw you get into from the audience doesn't mean anything.
No, that
you
means
can't push
that
someone who doesn't mean
what
anything.
What happens is we invest money into you, no matter what. If you're, it could be me. If they give me $5,000, they invest money into you. However money I bring back, it goes out percentage. So I bring 100% back, 200% back, 300% back, 400% back. No matter what the amount is, they look at the percent I bring back. Okay, so if I bring back a big number of percent, so if you give me $500, I come back with 50,000. That's a certain percent. Okay, so they're like, okay, maybe we should give them more than 5,000 next time. Let's give them this much. If I keep making money off return, then I become a priority. And shit, boom.
Okay.
It's all an investment.
I don't know the math, so I can't say it, but I think that he's proved he's more than just an investment. I think he's more than just somebody who brings back
No, that's all he is. That's all they all
That's
are
all
to the
he is
label.
to them, but I think
Right.
it's very easy to prove back I can be a large number of consumers. I
Right.
think that's very easy for him to prove without having a big fan base, without having a fucking label behind him to push his song. I think with our song, just with the music video, he can get the same return he's getting
The
now.
same return? No.
Maybe
He can get a big return
maybe
on his own.
less. Maybe $500,000 less, and that's it.
And that's a lot of work. It's not just like, it's a lot of work.
From where I'm talking about from, what's the song?
It doesn't
CEO
matter.
should.
Okay, even if you become independent, yeah.
From there to where he is now, I think without any extra help, he would only be 500,000 less listeners. And I don't think that's crazy to say. I think his videos are extravagant.
that's
I think his
crazy.
music is good.
Crazy to say.
I think his music.
So you
will
think
make
from
dance.
wherever he was signed to a label then, but beside that, so from the point he signed to a label till now, you think if he never signed to a label, he'll be as big as he is now?
500,000 less fans, viewers, and less.
Independently, how big would you say? Give us another rapper level-ish type, all by himself, no label, because you can't even name whatever rapper you're
Lil
about.
Durk.
Whatever rapper you're about to name, you can't even name
Lil
an
Durk.
independent level. Can you name an independent?
Lil Durk, he'll be as big as he's big. He's way bigger than Lil Durk right
Way
now.
bigger. Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a
without
question.
any
Let me
label or
ask
anything
you a
else, he'll be as
question.
big as Lil Durk.
You're right. Sure. If that's what you believe, you're right, because you can only be right on what you believe. That's fucking wrong. But can you name an independent artist on Durk's level? Can you name one?
An independent artist on Durk's level?
Yeah.
Okay, Durk is from Chicago.
No, just name any independent
No,
artist.
I have to think out loud just a little bit.
Okay.
Durk is from Chicago. Durk really isn't an independent artist because he signed to Interscope.
I know. He's not
Durk
independent.
has been alongside a lot of
Well, you're saying DaBaby would be as big as Durk if he was
He
independent.
would be
So
as
name
he is.
name a big independent artist that's Durk's level independent. that's at
How
least that
big
high.
is NBA YoungBoy? Is he NBA?
You think NBA YoungBoy is not signed to a label?
He is, but if
So what the
if
fuck
you're,
are you
if you're
talking
talking
about?
to me about
Makes sense.
if you're talking to me about the baby,
Do you know an independent artist?
Nigga, no.
Okay, so your statement is so false. It's so inaccurate. You can't even back it up because you don't even know an independent artist. So you're gonna say DaBaby would be as big as DaBaby wouldn't
He
be
would
shit.
be as big as Lil Durk is if he
He
didn't
wouldn't
have
be
as
nothing. He wouldn't be nothing. He wouldn't be nothing. We wouldn't
You
know
don't
who
think he'd be nothing?
we wouldn't even know who DaBaby is. No.
He's gonna be the only person that's independent, and he goes far. That one person.
much. I don't think he would be independent and go far, but I think he would have less. I didn't.
Right. I'm glad we're making the same face. That's exactly what the fuck she
Ain't
just
shit,
said.
I'm drunk. Okay, take it back. You win. You win. You win. He's just the
Man.
best fucking artist in the world.
Now, the way he is now, if he decided to go independent tomorrow and he could, then yeah, of course. But wherever he came from before he signed, no, we wouldn't even know who he is. We wouldn't even know who he is. It's a million talented people with nice videos and nice everything that we don't know who the fuck they are. We don't know who the fuck they are.
One hit song and then a one hit wonder, and he'll just go off. And
What makes somebody a one-hit wonder? One good song?
know what I'm saying? Like, or he would have one hit song.
No, I was asking you what makes somebody a one-hit wonder.
No,
Only one good song?
she's asking you in general. That besides the baby conversation, what makes somebody a one hit wonder to you?
Someone that has one hit and then you wonder about it. You wonder about it.
To me, I think a one hit wonder is somebody who it's two different things to me. Actually, it's two different things to me. It's either you have a big song, right? You come out with a big song, you can't never repeat that, or B, you never make good enough songs to make us forget about that big song. Because I think Young Thug's biggest song is Lifestyle, and that was one of the first songs that the masses heard from him, not me, but like the masses heard from him. And I don't think he has a song as big as that by himself. But at the same time, his career has been so raw and so nice, we don't even think about that
I'm
song
not
no
gonna lie
more.
to y'all. I just watched Young Thug's Tiny Desk performance, and I was sitting there in real awe. Like,
Yeah, I was
ain't
watching
never
that shit
sat
too.
in awe of an artist like that. Besides, like Lil Wayne, I'm
Lil
sitting there
Wayne,
like
yeah.
this nigga is fucking raw. Everything he did.
Did you see that performance?
Well, he had Travis Barker in the drums. He had this one rock song I've been replaying for 3 days straight. I really, really like it. I really like what he got going on.
I can't believe I just couldn't even enjoy my fucking hookah.
You should.
It's too late now.
I ruined it for you. I'm sorry.
So hard.
What I really,
Bitch,
really want to say to y'all,
I even froze the water in the freezer to have cold water in there.
I really ruined it for you, but all I want to say is to y'all is I really, really like talking to y'all. It makes me really happy to talk to other people who know what they talking about and care what they talking about. I'm a little drunk, but I really like talking to y'all. Y'all are really fun. Who's weird? Look, I'm like, who's weird? Not me, bitch.
Weird, I can't hear him. He's whispering. He's saying
I'm not whispering at all. I'm using my inside voice. I really like talking to y'all. Y'all are really fun. But all I was just saying is that I really enjoyed watching Young Thug's Tiny Desk performance, and I really like seeing him there with Travis Barker. I really liked all the rock.
Anyways, y'all, speaking of, I accidentally just hit a Clubhouse notification on accident. That's what y'all heard, bitch saying somebody's weird. 21 Savage is in there. So that's perfect. What did y'all hear? Did y'all see that video?
I was in there the whole time just listening, watching.
Did you see it, Raquel? Whatever night it was.
Clubhouse situation when they was talking shit and everything.
You seen it?
Yeah. I listened. Yes, I did.
What happened? What you think?
First of all, I think Wack 100, he's a pretty funny person. Him saying he was finna beat 21 Savage ass, I'm not gonna lie. That what really made my night was 6ix9ine in the background yelling about it and happy as fuck. That nigga be geeked for no fucking reason. That nigga is a very interesting person. But I don't know. I think the whole thing, people are thinking that he is taking sides with a snitch pretty much. Which do you think that he, as a gangbanging nigga or retired gangbanging nigga, should he be, taking his, or how you put it?
Did you watch the interview with 6ix9ine and Wack 100?
Yeah.
Did you watch all of it?
Yes, I watched all of it.
I think you're lying because I didn't even watch all of it. I only watched half of it.
I'm like, baby,
How did I not watch all of it?
Oh, yeah. You were there.
Why would no? I was not there, but I watched it. Yes.
Oh. Oh. So, yeah. No. Okay, so I couldn't watch all of it. I was trying to watch it because I didn't think we were recording today. So when I found out we were recording earlier, I tried to watch it while I was juking and jiving and shit. Juking and jiving. And I watched half of it, and I watched some clips of it. I mean, first of all, with the host 21 Savage and Wack 100 shit, they're both funny as hell because
Funny.
21 on there talking about some.
I'm scared already.
I'm scared already. Bitch, shut the fuck up. And then, but I know what he's saying. I know what he's trying to do, but I don't think he's trying to do it for real. I know what he's like trying to do, but I don't think that's what he's really like. He's not. Like,
I'm not scared because I'm gonna do something to you later, bitch. I'm just scared. Stop talking.
no,
to me.
I think
That's all he meant. Stop talking to me.
I think he's trying to make it like, I don't want to do this internet shit because I'm gonna really pop you in real life, so I want to talk to you about this
But
shit
I'm
on the
not
internet.
gonna really pop
But I
you
don't think he's
either.
gonna really do that either. So it's kind of like, but I think Wack would try to fight him.
He would try to fight him. I
Wack
think 21
100
would try to shoot him, or he got somebody else. I know 21 Savage got at least 21 people finna shoot him for him. That nigga did a music video through the whole Atlanta with his Grammy Award. You think nobody's gonna willing to shoot a Wack 100 for him?
That's why he kept saying come to Atlanta, because they, open a carry down there. If Wack stick him, somebody gonna pop him. But at the same time, I think if 21 Savage was in L.A., I think if the niggas ran to each other one-on-one, 21 Savage would be like, nigga, I'm not on that, And I think Wack would try to find, because Wack 100...
I don't think in LA Wack is really like that.
First
I
of
don't
all,
think no nigga that talk that much is really like that.
no. You're wrong. Number one, I don't like the way they talk so much. You're right about that. I don't like them niggas. Like them niggas, like him, Jay Prince. Them niggas are like different niggas.
But Jay Prince give me off more of, I'm that, was that, still that type
Jay
vibes.
Prince wrote a book and went on a press tour about a book, so I don't want to hear that
nigga,
shit.
I mob shit. What's cracking?
I think Wack. I think Wack is okay. I think everything is always blown out of proportion, especially when it comes to celebrities. The way they stunt, the way they flex. The more money you have, the harder you can flex. So I don't think nothing is what it seems, but I don't think it's also nothing at all either. So when it comes to that Wack 100 nigga, I don't think he's as like tough and crazy and big as we make it seem. But I don't think he's a hoe or a bitch. I think what he does is real, and he really be on that, but not to the extent that
I think he really got pulled in.
extent that we assume. So like I said, the game have fought how many different rappers? I think Wack would fight people. I think if you've seen 21 Savage, he'll fight him. I think if 21 said, let's fight, Wack would be like, let's fight. And I think he'll beat his ass.
Who you knew want to shoot you? Not even who you knew want to shoot you. Who know who would?
If you're in
shoot
mindset,
you?
Wait. What? Okay, so what do you talk? Who shoot who? You think that?
Wack 100.
let her finish her question,
gangster.
because the way it's gonna be, let her finish her question.
I'm
please.
sorry, I talk so much.
Listen, who wouldn't, or who would shoot who? You saying Wack would shoot 21, or 21 would shoot Wack?
When she's done, you can talk.
My assumption is that Wack 100 wouldn't shoot anybody because he's an old man from the middle of LA who thinks everybody respects and knows what the fuck he did and what he does.
Whoa. Okay.
That's what I think.
Hold on, go ahead.
Listen. You got to understand the politics in LA are different than Chicago, than the Midwest, than New York. It's way different. Them old heads, they be having rank.
I don't even think it's different. I don't think it's different. I think it's the same thing everywhere you go. I just think that
Politics are way different there.
I don't think it's different. I really think it's the exact same. I just think that we don't have it or we don't see it.
They have structure within their.
Nigga, they have that everywhere. What
I
I'm saying,
feel like structure is one thing, but what is structure when you sit down with a nigga who handed out 100 years in prison time to niggas who he ordered to do shit? How gangster can you be?
I think.
Listen. I'll give you an example. In Chicago or here, Minnesota, you see little kids getting shot. You know them, like 3 little kids that just got shot.
Listen. I already know what you're about to say, bro.
Like different shit happens here. If somebody shot a kid in LA, there would be problems. They don't do shit like that. They don't shoot women. They don't shoot. There's rules and there's structure within the gang.
Okay. So what you're saying makes sense, but at the same time, it's not. It doesn't make sense. So what I'm trying to tell you is, what I'm literally trying to tell you is, what you're saying makes sense, right? So they have real Bloods and real Crips, right? So if you claim that you're a Blood, and you fuck with let's say Wack 100 is a top notch blood, right? Top notch, right? So all them niggas that fall under him, right? If there's a nigga at a bottom level that goes and shoots up somebody and hits a baby and hits somebody's mom or some shit like that, and they know about it, yeah, they gonna talk to him and it's gonna be whatever the fuck it's gonna be. But how many people are really under them niggas like that? Number one, it's a lot of random ass niggas.
No, I'm not talking about the randoms. I'm talking about the people who are actually gangbanging.
Yeah, but listen. I'm telling you, but listen. There are people who actually gangbang who aren't under these niggas, bro. These niggas don't run all of the Bloods in LA. There are niggas who are really Bloods who don't run under nobody. They have their own little OGs. They probably don't have no OGs. Just do whatever the fuck they want to do. And they're real Bloods. And they really do shit. But it's not. I think it used to be like that. I think it's so much niggas that.
Wait. What do you mean? Like, how are you a real Blood? Okay, so there's things that you have to do to even be a Blood, or you got to be born into it or whatever. Like, how is that I'm just a Blood today? Like,
I think that nowadays you can wake up one day and I'm a Blood today because there's so many little niggas around you who uncles, grandpas, whoever is a Blood, and nigga, you a Blood. But I think back in the day, you really that's not gonna happen in LA, but it does Minnesota. That's how.
If y'all would let me finish talking, I would explain y'all this shit.
The world works. You can wake up anywhere and be like, I'm a Blood today, nigga. I can wake up anywhere as long as I know my licks and I know what the fuck to say. I'm a GD today. That don't give a damn. Nobody gonna look at me any different as long as I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Give a damn. I'm telling you, if you go up in LA banging some shit that you're not
my shit, and I know what I'm talking about. I look like I know what I'm talking about. I look like I'm gonna do what
you know what you're talking about. That has nothing to do with it.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Go on, Frankie. Finish your point. Sorry.
Frankie.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is these OGs don't know every single Blood in the world. So it doesn't like what I'm saying is basically, nigga. Right.
You think Wack 100, a nigga who's almost a millionaire, lives in his neighborhood? He lives in the neighborhood he grew up in?
Chicago, I don't think you got to check in with nobody. I just think you want to be good. So if you come here, right, and
you finna go to go room and check in with.
Let me. It depends on what you're doing here. Them niggas, when they go out of state, they hang out. Nobody's hanging out here. So if there were spots,
you gotta check in. Like, you have to check in.
When these niggas come to these clubs, they come late as fuck. They leave early. They don't leave at let out. They do what they gotta do in these places and they spin the fuck off. We never hear about them ever again. Now, when Fabulous came here, who was he with? The fucking Bloods, because he wanted to go outside and be in the places. So you don't think he talked to them Blood? Let me finish. So you don't think he talked to no Blood nigga? You think Fabulous just popped up like, hey, oh, you guys hang out here? I'm just gonna be. No, he talked to a Blood nigga to make sure not all these low ass niggas didn't rob him or do that. He had all his jewelry on. You don't think he checked in with nobody, nigga? That's impossible. So what I'm saying is, when these niggas want to come hang out, they do check in with somebody. So in Minnesota, niggas don't really be hanging out here. But if there were spots to hang out, if there was a lot of raw ass spots in the Lows, and a famous rapper wanted to come hang out in the Lows after his fucking show, you don't think he'll have to talk to somebody? You think he'll just be walking around the Lows with all his jewelry on, chilling?
I think that's the only place niggas in Minnesota check in. The niggas who come to Minnesota not finna check in with the highs like, hey, can I hang out on Broadway with you? They finna check in with niggas from Lows like, hey, can I hang out side chicks? Hey, can I hang out a go room? Can I hang out?
Who are they checking in with? The
niggas who own shit? The niggas who got money?
No, we're not talking about checking in with.
You don't think the niggas who own shit is gang affiliate? You think you can
nigga, the nigga who owns
everything.
Nigga, everybody here
who
family
owns
with somebody.
Something is
it's somebody's cousin, and it don't have to be no gang. When you think, so I think when you think of the Low, you're thinking SUV, you're thinking about all this other shit. I think it's bigger than that. It's not. It's the hood.
Numbers.
Yeah,
Bitch,
it's not even
numbers.
just like the gangs. They're not checking with. I think it's different. But when they want to hang out, they have to check in. I think it's like that with everywhere you go.
Checking in with the owner, that's different. Like,
and where's the owner from?
The owners of everything. The nigga who owns, what's this place called?
Go room, side chick, Lows.
Side chick is
Lows.
Go room.
Real
but
Lows.
The side chick
champion,
is niggas is the Lows.
Lows.
And that's the places they be going to.
When them
niggas go over south, they checking with the Bloods. And technically, when you checking with the South Side Bloods, you checking in with the highs at the same time.
And you checking with George Floyd for sure.
I don't even know.
just kidding. Not even a joke. That wasn't funny. But
all I know is where did we come from? 21 Savage, man. All I know is Wack would fight that nigga, and if Wack tried to fight that nigga in ATL, and he stick that nigga, somebody from 21 Savage is gonna pop that nigga. And I don't think Wack would come down there by himself to try to fight 21 Savage.
Do you think 6ix9ine is gonna be able to come back from what
No.
he's from snitching on so many people to come to being a superstar or being a phenomenon or being past that?
No.
You think no, even though nobody has done nothing?
What do you mean done nothing?
No, who's done anything to him?
Nobody's gonna do anything to him. Don't mean he's gonna be a big star again.
I was just asking.
He tried already.
I was just asking.
No.
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 No matter what.
No.
Not even a Mexican phenomenon.
He could be a Mexican phenomenon if he goes to Mexico and raps.
That's what I was just gonna say. Those Mexican kids, they don't give a fuck. They don't care about that snitching shit. If he goes and stays in that, little range of people, he might have a little.
That's not even the thing. It's not even the kids because nigga, it's not even the consumers. The niggas, people who buy albums, who buy tour tickets aren't hood niggas. They're little white kids and little teenagers and all that shit. Niggas younger than us, a couple years younger than that. They're the most people that spend the most money when it comes to shit like that, right? So he could still be a big star here if the environment fucked with him. Hip hop, he's in the hip hop culture. A lot of niggas in the hip hop just feel like we don't fuck with snitches, especially a snitch like that, like a grand opening, like it's all out there. We watched it. We got documentaries of it. You talk about it all the time. You don't give a fuck. People aren't gonna fuck with that. So it could be somebody who we could have this podcast right here. 6ix9ine want to come on, but we interview a lot of rappers, and the other rappers like, well, 6ix9ine went on there. I ain't going on there. This nigga's not going on there. This nigga won't go on there. This nigga won't fuck with us no more. So it's like, do we want to risk all these niggas not fucking with us for one nigga? No. So they're gonna be like, we don't fuck with this nigga too. And then everyone's gonna say, we don't fuck with this nigga. We don't fuck with this nigga. I don't think it's the people who listen to his music. I think if hip hop still fucked with him, everybody will listen to the music. Nobody's gonna stop listening to the music. I don't think they'll give a fuck about that. It's just the fact that he can't do shit. Nobody wants to do no interview with him. Nobody wants to play him. Nobody wants to do this. There were no features. Nobody want to fuck with him. It's a community. If the community don't fuck with you, it don't matter.
Do you think he could do that? And then let's say those white kids or whatever do start fucking with him. That doesn't mean that the companies and like the radios and shit like that are gonna fuck with him. So
that white people will stop fucking with him when we stop fucking with him. They won't think he's cool unless we think he's cool.
Exactly. That's what I just said.
I think white people still won't look at him like, oh, this song hard as fuck if they don't see a whole bunch of black people think the song is hard as fuck. They're not gonna like their followers.
Fact. That's a fact.
They're not gonna keep. They're not gonna be his fan. We're not his fan.
If the environment don't fuck with him, then the listeners won't fuck with him. It's not. The listeners are gonna do whatever the environment does. So if we all fuck with him, they'll fuck with him. So it doesn't matter at the end of the day. We're not giving this nigga no promotion. He's trying everything. He'll say anything and do anything.
I mean, think the stuff he's.
But
doing
after
now
watching his
desperate.
interviews, he's funny as fuck.
Really funny.
He is fuck.
The whole time I said, if he never told on nobody, he'll be way more famous than he ever was gonna be. If he never told on nobody, I think he would even beat his time. I think he would have beat his time. He would have came out the most famous person in the world.
I think he had a lot of time.
What time was he facing though? Like,
He was facing a lot of time. He was
Like
coming home.
100 years. I think we got like 25. But bitch, I did tell some nigga to go shoot somebody. Do your time. Like you can't. Like I never done nothing. I'm not scared to pay the consequence for. So you a grown ass man.
Shut the fuck up.
What have I done? That's honest. I've never
You
done
just-
nothing. I wouldn't have told on a single person. I don't know who the fuck. On my mom's life, I would never said shit because
Well, first of all,
I woke up and I said, this is what I want to do. This was going to make me feel better. I would have never looked at
I'm gonna edit this part out anyway. All right, start over from the beginning. Whoop. All right, what were you saying, Raquel?
y'all just did. I don't even know. I don't even remember no more. Y'all just.
I was saying how I think 6ix9ine would have been the most famous artist in the world if he would have never told on anybody, and I still don't think he would have had to do life in jail over that shit because I think he had enough money to defend himself.
Okay, so what if he was facing? How many years was he facing?
We don't know, but it was
Like
a lot.
100.
We're not listening to her right now.
Yeah, I was going to say like 100. I don't know.
I think he was facing a lot of fucking years. He wouldn't have beat shit. Only that interview was interesting as fuck though, because the parts I seen, that nigga be talking crazy about Chicago. He thinks Chicago niggas is bitches. He thinks Dirk ain't on shit, and he needs to stop playing with my nigga because Dirk.
Do you think he really thinks that, or you think he just?
I think
that
he really thinks that. everything. When I watch that nigga, in my brain, he don't tell no lies. Whether it's right or wrong, in his brain, he's not lying. He's not a liar. That's the one thing I can say about that nigga. He don't be lying. Whatever he says, it's either true or he believes it to be true in his brain.
I don't think he be lying either.
He don't be telling no lies.
He ain't never
so when
said
he
nothing
says
that
when
nobody
he
can
says
prove
when
it
he
wrong.
says Dirk's a bitch and Dirk's not sliding, in his brain he thinks that. Now me, he better stop playing with Dirkio Smirkio the GOAT, because we don't do that over here. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know that's your homie and all, but we don't no.
Just think
the Dirk slander.
I think he says that because he knows he can't prove that Dirk's not finna trick himself out of everything he has for you.
I know that's why he does, and that's why, and he said it kind of in the interview.
He has to understand that part.
He said
he's
that
the bottom of the barrel. Like you can be the biggest threat, but you down. Here.
No. What he said in the interview was interesting. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said something to the degree like, nigga, everything I do, I know the consequences behind it. Like I know, like whatever I say, I know I could get shot tomorrow. That's why I play with these fucking rappers, because they're not on shit. These niggas not on shit. They're not thou shit. You guys keep talking about me. I'm not a gangster. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm here to show y'all these same niggas is just the same thing as me. If they were put in the same situation, they'll do the same shit. They have millions of lives. They don't give a fuck. That's why he was trying. I think the whole interview was basically Wack saying, you're not a gangster, and 6ix9ine saying, yes, I am, and these niggas are not gangsters. I'm more real than all these niggas.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that too.
I think that halfway too, except he snitched.
Besides you told her, but other than that, you did everything that I can't say that I don't.
I feel like out of all the rappers, out of every single rapper right now, that's like not mainstream, but you know,
a real
halfway.
Rapper?
Yeah, a real rapper, not just a regular nigga rapper. Out of the
even
real rappers,
ESTG was a football player.
Even the niggas who are making money right now rapping, I think 2% of them niggas are real niggas right now, and 5% of them niggas was real niggas before they was rapping. I think everybody else before that.
You gotta think of the niggas you know now are just a regular nigga, and how many percent of those niggas actually done shit, and how many percent.
No. Listen. No. That's why I said what I said.
So once you get to the top level,
no.
like a top nigga.
Wait, hold on. No. I'm gonna say what I said one more time. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I believe 2% of the rappers who are rapping right now making money, the niggas we know,
like 0.5,
like the EST 25.
0.5, nigga.
No, that's too little. I think 2% of them niggas will do something right now if they had to, and I think 5% of niggas have done stuff before. Because shit, if y'all didn't know me, right, and I was a famous podcaster, y'all would never think I've done anything or would do anything. Y'all wouldn't look at me like that at all.
I know you.
But if you just know, I'm just saying, as a fan, if I was a podcaster right now, you was a fan, and you was watching from afar, looking at me right now, how I'm looking right now, and the way I'm talking right now, you would never think I've done shit.
It depends on what you're talking about. That's like, I don't not disbelieve Dirk off of anything. I believe him from the things he say. I disbelieve other people from the things they say. I can feel it.
It's a lot of Chicago niggas I don't believe. I don't believe Herb.
I don't believe Polo.
I don't believe Cap a lot.
No. I don't believe them niggas.
I believe Chief Keef has done things. I don't think Chief Keef would do shit now.
He's not going to do shit now.
I don't think he'll do shit now. I think he has. I think Dirk will do something and has done something. That's one nigga. He don't even rap like that, and I believe him.
I think he's only done something to somebody who's done something to him. I don't even think it was in an aggressive way. I think it was very defensive, to be honest.
I believe Von.
I believe Von done sat outside a nigga doorstep waiting. Believe that. I think that's a nigga.
I believe ESTG sold one good thing and act like he's been selling bricks since he was.
Yeah, he flipped one pack for sure. At least one.
He's done it once. He's at least done it once. But I mean, he cool as fuck though. His hands be ashy as hell in his pictures. Beside that,
that's how you know he's so dope.
He cool as fuck though. Yeah, I don't believe a lot of these niggas. Like, I mean, like all these rappers talk about shit. Like, I mean, like Wayne said a lot of raw ass murder bars. We never believed anything about Wayne.
He said,
we never thought Wayne was harmful one time ever in our lives. Best rapper ever, but nobody ever thought this nigga would harm me. They got caught with guns. What do you have a gun for, bitch? Please, you're the best rapper alive. You're not gonna shoot anybody.
That's a little crazy.
Is me, or does that nigga look like he's struggling right now?
Say it one more time, boo.
Is up. Well, I don't know what's up with his hair.
You don't think he's struggling? Now that I'm older and can look back on everything, I think that nigga he's making more money than we would ever see in our lifetime doing what we do right now. But do I think he was struggling compared to other people in his caliber? Do I think he's struggling compared to other rappers right now?
Okay,
yes.
That's a different story. What Wayne should be now is what Jay-Z is,
bigger.
Rihanna. I don't
bigger
know about
than Michael
bigger
Jackson.
Jay-Z.
Like bigger than Michael
Kanye
Jackson.
West.
Bigger than Michael Jackson.
That should be what Wayne is right now. Drake. That's what Wayne should be right now. A nigga who then murdered everything, and he's at the point where he's old. He's signing great people, putting great people on, and making great money off it, and doing other ventures and wants to rap when he feels like it.
What do you think stopped him from doing that, though? It's not
his
music, because his music is great. There's
I think
nothing
what stopped
less.
him from doing that is a plethora of things. Number one, you got caught with a gun at the height of your career. That is.
But what about the lights out
finish.
freestyle?
Let me finish.
Okay.
You got caught with a gun at the height of your career. That is not happening today to any artist. Drake would never get caught with a gun. We couldn't even imagine that. It's impossible. Number two, Birdman robbed him of everything. He had another nigga taking everything from him and treating him like a bitch. That's number two. Number three, he had the mindset of, I'm just an artist. I don't care what happens outside of me making music. You guys handle all that. Y'all do everything. I don't care about none of that. I just want to come in here, record, do my shit, live my life, and be gone. Anything else that's happening outside of that, I have y'all to figure that out. That's dumb as fuck. Those are 3 ways that he fucked up his career.
But why do people hold Biggie and Tupac as such a high?
Because they're dead.
They're dead. They didn't have time to say, hey, no, I'm just
I think
if
Biggie and Big Tupac were alive right now, they wouldn't be as big as they are. Clearly not. They wouldn't be as big as they are now. I think Biggie would have been cool because he was.
Is there an artist you think right now is better or bigger than both of them?
Better or bigger? Which one?
I think he had. I think XXX, whatever the fuck. I think he had a real fucking fan base. Like,
listen. So you said
it's different.
You said, do I think? Which one you got? Because it's 2 different things.
Okay. Do you think there's someone's better than either one of
them?
There's
a lot of people better than either one of them. What's next?
Is there someone bigger than either one of them without being dead?
No, because they're dead. They're
without
legends.
being dead, there's no Jay-Z, Kanye. Nobody's bigger than either one of them.
That's different. It depends on what you're talking about. When you say better, there's 100 people better than them to me. When you say bigger, there are people who are more impactful than them right now. But to me, there are people who are bigger. But to the majority of people, if you say name your top 5 best rapper, they're going to put them 2 niggas on that list.
Yeah, there's not many people bigger than them, but better than them, yes.
Yeah, there's not that many, but there are people bigger than them to me, but to the majority of people, they're not. Because
you can't.
But they didn't.
You can't say someone in 2021 is bigger than someone in the 1990s, because do you know how big you had to be?
Do you know them niggas?
The words there wasn't even
they
use of Facebook
died, nigga.
They died. They still touched the world.
That's what happened. They died.
They still wouldn't have touched all the many people.
What do you think Big and Pac would be doing right now if they weren't dead? Them niggas would be doing Love and Hip Hop with fucking Safari.
Yeah, for sure. With CBJ,
Diddy would have robbed Biggie to death. That nigga would have been fucking doing, I don't even know.
But they did die.
And then
we got to
Tupac,
account for that. They died.
Tupac would have been what the fuck?
Superstar.
Maybe Tupac could have been doing what Snoop Dogg was doing. Maybe. He would have been a raw-ass actor right now probably or something like that. Biggie would have been robbed as fuck. So what are we talking about right now? We're not talking about shit. Them niggas died at their peak. Nigga, if Drake died in 2014, what would Drake be right now?
So you think if DMX would have died?
If Wayne died in 2008, what would he be right now? He'll be a fucking god to us.
I feel like that's crazy. He shouldn't be a guy right now.
If Drake died in 2015, he would have been a god. If Wayne died in 2008, he would have been a god. We're talking about people who do die in their fucking height of their prime of their career. That's not like, come on, man. You can't do that. What if fucking Kanye died after 808 and Heartbreaks? What the fuck would we think about him?
I don't think he would have been. He needed to die. He needed to die after that song with them bitches in the motherfucking swan outfit on the piano. What's that? You know what I'm talking about? No.
Oh, Runaway?
That's when he needed to die if he was going to die.
I think that was on 808 and Heartbreaks, wasn't it?
Is it? No.
It's not after that.
It's the album after that.
What's the album after that?
The album after that.
What's the album after that? Because it is on
808. Yeah, that's when he needed to die. Anyways.
Man.
That none of this even matters. I just
All this
asked one
matters.
question. I just asked one question.
All
Did
this
y'all
matters.
watch him on live? Did you see the person from Minnesota on his album, Casey Pluto? You see that?
Wait, what'd you say?
Did you see the person from Minnesota who's a feature on his album, Casey Pluto?
Oh, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that album is different.
Yeah, I watched some of his live performance. I can't believe he was paying all that money to stay in there overnight.
And then he had the Wi-Fi. Nigga, he don't give a fuck.
He was paying $1 million a night to stay there.
He don't give a fuck.
That's a lot of
Them
fucking
niggas was
money. I'll give it
wildin'.
that.
Like, did you see a picture of him and
Ruger? You talking about Ruger?
No, him and fucking Travis Scott. Travis Scott had a Batman outfit on. You didn't see the picture?
Is that what you sent me, nigga? I thought that was
I didn't send you anything.
I thought that was people walking down
Yeah,
our
no, that's what I'm
street.
talking about. You didn't see that?
No.
Bro, they're in there wilding. I don't know what they're doing. This has to mean something. Like,
No, did you see the people saying that from the shape of how the stadium is, that it like takes in a certain kind of energy, and that's what he's trying to harness? I think that stuff is true.
did you see him rising like Jesus Christ?
Yeah,
at
he's
the
done.
end?
He's done split the river like Jesus. He's done rose like Jesus.
Dude, Jesus didn't split the river, bitch. Moses did that. Like,
I don't
you
give
gotta
a fuck
relax.
about Moses or whoever.
Oh my God! Sorry, Christians. We didn't offend the Christians, the gays. We didn't the Atlanta
I
community. We
didn't
didn't
offend the gays.
the
I said,
LAs, the highs. Like, we didn't offended everybody.
His own. Shut up. Didn't he try to start his own religion or some shit?
who Kanye? I hope he didn't.
He didn't start his own religion, man.
He just wanted people to follow the Christian religion under his beliefs, if that makes sense. I don't know what they're doing.
Travis Scott is dressed up like fucking Batman, and is he in a jail cell? Like, I don't know what this nigga's on, bro. But
why do the bedrooms look like that? Like, why do you look like you're in prison? Why are you paying $1 million a night to be there? Help me.
This is
understand.
great promotion, though. Like, when Kanye talks about music, everybody shuts the fuck. Like, this is raw as fuck to me.
I think how he does music
Stop doing that.
is very amazing. I think it's
Because it hasn't been like
extraordinary.
this for the last couple of years. Because the last 2 albums he dropped, nobody gave a fuck.
But I think even if he put more into having other people listen to how he made an album, people would care. Because his last 2 albums haven't been ordinary. They're not what another rapper put out. They're not.
This one's finna hit because of
Listening.
all the features. If he has these many raw people on there, then this has to be doing something.
It reminds me of what's
And
the
he
song
just
with-
broke up with a bitch. You know when a nigga breaks
What-
up with a bitch, they do everything better.
What's the black skinhead one where that
Black skinhead.
that's the name of the song, ain't it? Black
skinhead,
Skin?
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that
my favorite
album.
song to work out to. I
Yeah,
want to
that's-
smack
that's-
a bitch off that song.
That's the best album, and I said that's the vibes that this is giving me.
That's the best album he's ever made. Yeezus.
Mm,
Yeah, go to sleep.
not the best album, but like artistically, not as far as like what you will listen to and what sounds good, but like artistically being different, being an artist. Yeah, I believe that.
Well. I mean, it's up there though. I fuck with it. It has. I like on-site blasting hit. I am a god. New slay. Hold my liquor. But yeah. There's only like 4 songs on here I wouldn't play out of 10. That's good. Yeah, maybe 3 out of 10.
Depends on what you like.
So it's 7 out of 10. That's pretty good. It's like a A minus, B plus something. I don't even know what time we're at, but I know we gotta be enough to where I don't give a fuck about y'all hoes no more.
How long has it been?
I can't tell.
Yeah, let's wrap this up because I'm tired. I'm literally about to fall asleep. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm tired.
It was a wonderful episode, y'all. So if y'all like it, like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you next time we're all together and happier.
Yeah, exactly.